Congratulations. Can I ask you, what does this mean to you to win your 10th women's single sculls title?
Oh, it's very special. It's something that I've had on my to-do list or my goals list for a number of years, and for whatever reason last year was COVID. Obviously we didn't travel down to nationals, and the year before was a really close race with Brooke Donahue, so yeah, it's been something that I've kind of said I'll keep going and try and get my 10th, and here we are. So.
And it turned into a reasonably close race with Brooke Donahue, now Brooke Francis, both of you with young children.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, what Brooke's done is so impressive. She's got a 5-month-old, and yeah, just, you know, I've watched Shah go through pregnancy and all that entails, and for Brooke to come back and just slot back in where she finished off is so impressive.
Have you, I know this is you've broken Stephanie Foster's long record. Have you ever talked to Steph about this, or is it something that...
Yeah, it's funny, when Mike had his accident, Steph actually came to visit Mike, and I popped over, and that was the year that I'd equalled her 9th, I think. And she was telling me that she was actually on her way to come to Twizel to do her 10th, and she had a motorbike accident or something like that prevented her from getting her 10th title. And that year I thought to myself, well, next year will be my year, but actually it took, another couple after that. So yeah, it's pretty special. Steph's been around throughout my career, and I remember receiving medals from her when I was a junior at Māori Cup and thinking she was a pretty special sculler. So yeah, it's a real honour to even be mentioned in the same breath as Steph.
And also, I guess it's a bit of an honour too for you to be wearing that Hawke's Bay singlet today.
Yeah.
I mean, given what's happened this week, has that been on your mind?
It certainly has. I think originally we were a million miles away and we didn't really understand the full extent of it, and as we've seen in the last few days, images have come out, and I've started to hear from my brothers in the Bay and good friends who, whilst they haven't lost everything, a lot of their friends have been severely impacted, and it's pretty devastating to just see how quickly people's lives can be turned upside down, and seeing the photos of the Bay, I can't really fathom it. So yeah, today was as much for the people of Hawke's Bay as it was for me, and Dad sent a message before my race and said just go and do it for the people in the Bay. So I had that thought at about the halfway mark, and yeah, was definitely thinking of them. We live a pretty insular life that I'm enjoying, and feel very lucky to be down here, and it seems like a bit of a bubble, and people certainly have it far tougher than what we do, so you've got to remind yourself of that, I think.
And just last question, this is your 20th red coat, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Did you ever think that was going to happen?
Yeah, I mean 20 red coats, it's probably time to retire.
Not yet, we've got Paris.
Yeah, I mean that's another special milestone. I think as I've got older I've started to enter less and less races, so a lot of my red coats came in my earlier career when we just did race after race at nationals. So yeah, no, that's pretty cool, pretty proud of that.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, at your age, you seem to be just getting better.
Yeah, I do feel there's an element of that. I think, as you get into your 30s, you know as an athlete, what's required and what your body likes and doesn't like. So that's a little bit of a advantage, I guess. But again, it comes down to enjoyment, and just, from whatever I do from here is pure enjoyment, and I've achieved an Olympic gold and my 10th national title, so I can, retire happy, or I can continue and keep doing something that I love.
Well done, Emma. Thank you.
Thanks.
After last year, kind of came back from World Champs and was like, I want to train in the single a lot over the summer and work on some get some personal gains. So, I mean, I raced it at Christmas Regatta, it went reasonably well, but yeah, it's only sort of the past few weeks I was like, okay, this is where I'm gonna kill it.
You killed it out about here. Can you talk me through that last 150? Because that was insane.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get to the last 150 to ultimately be at a spot to be able to win it, and I guess I put myself in that position, and from about probably 300 out, it was just start going through the gears, make sure that Robbie didn't get away too much, and then I had Matt Dunham on the other side sort of stalking up on me as well. So that last 150, it was a lot of grit, a lot of pain, a little bit of Tokyo 8 sort of vibes going on, just knowing that I've got it in the bag. I just need to keep going and going and going, and then across the line and know that I had it straight away was amazing.
What does this mean to you? Because You know, there's been some amazing men who's won this title over the years, and you're the latest, you know.
It's surreal. It's honestly, it's not something that I never thought I'd be able to achieve. In all honesty, it's been a few, I mean, there were some hard years, there were some really good years of rowing out there, but ultimately I've never really looked at it, a scull as something that I could go well in, but I mean, the past month or so I kind of felt it go in a good way, made a couple of changes in the boat, and ultimately it meant that I was putting myself in the best position to get the win here today.
Two very quick questions. The Tony Rowing Club, Viv Ha, he'll be...
Yeah, I've actually never met Viv, but I know that the band back in Tony and the group they've got down here will be they've been cheering the whole way down the course, which is amazing. I feel like Axel Dickinson will know if anyone else has won it from Tony over the years. But so yeah, I'm always very proud to represent the Tony, and so to represent them like this today is a very proud moment.
And one last question, is this something you'd like to kick on with?
Honestly, I have no clue. At this stage, it was just a today thing. It was give it my best today and hopefully put myself in a position to get across the line first, and to have that happen, it's something that's I'm just living in the moment right now. Honestly, just trying to save every moment of it all, and when it comes down to it later on, and maybe trials next month, we'll see what happens.